What's up, guys? Welcome back to It's Me Tinx Live, exclusively on Radio Andy, Channel 102. As always, this is our weekly time to talk to each other with a live Ask Me Anything. I want to talk to all of you, so call me right now. It's 844-305-ANDY. That's 844-305-2639. Guys, guess what I did yesterday? I got a TV in my bedroom. And listen, I've been thinking a lot about, I made a video for TikTok about like things that you're allowed to be smug about. For example, if you made something from scratch or if you read the book versus watch the movie, like those are things you're allowed to be smug about. But you know who is unwarrantedly smug? It's not a word. People who don't have TVs in their bedrooms. Have you ever met one of those motherfuckers? They are the smuggest people on planet Earth. Oh, I don't have a TV in my bedroom. It's bed is for sleep and sex only. Okay, well, I like to laugh and I have anxiety and I like to rot, okay? Having a TV in my bedroom is quite literally the joy of my life, and I stand on that. So I'll tell you what I did. This is true rot behavior, okay? Because I'm in my new apartment in New York and I got a TV, which I thought was going to be big enough for my living room. And I got it and I was like, I love consuming media so much. This just ain't going to cut it. I want a fucking iPic in my bedroom. I want to be able to watch fucking IMAX, I really want like a home cinema in my tiny New York apartment. And so I got a bigger TV and I was like, I was going to try to resist getting one in my bedroom. And I put my living room one into my bedroom. And now it's truly the most incredible thing. Like I really had a moment last night. I was watching Housewives in bed and I was like, I'm never going to leave. Like I love this setup so much. And I have a TV in my house in LA too, but it's just not the same. This one is so close because it's like a New York. It's a very narrow room. Like, it's just my bed and then you can squeeze past. But so the TV is really close to me. So I feel like I'm in my own movie theater in my bed. And oh my God, the vibes are immaculate. I ordered takeout last night and I watched all my Housewives shows and I fell asleep with the TV on. I know people are really going to think that that's trash of me, but whatever, I don't care. It makes me feel comforted to hear the voices. And then I wake up at in the middle of the night and I turn it off. Does anyone else do that? Anyway, also, you know what I always say, never talk about traffic, weather, or being tired or your dreams because it's just so boring. But I need to tell you guys, I was stalking right before I went to bed my crush and I had the craziest sex dream about him. And I was like, very rarely does my imagination come through in a positive way. Usually my imagination comes through in the form of running every worst case scenario on planet Earth for every situation I'm ever in. And if I'm not doing that in my head, then I'm thinking about every embarrassing thing that I've ever done or having crippling self-doubt and beating myself up for not being further in my career. But about once a year, if I plan it just right, if I just do the exact right, dream scenario while I'm falling asleep, mixed with the combination of stalking someone's Instagram, I get an amazing sex dream. Have you ever had a good sex dream, you guys? Sometimes you have a bad one. You have one about your ex or you have one about someone you hate and you're like, oh God, it was 10 out of 10. It was like an A24 sex movie with me and my crush. And I woke up in the best mood. It was horrible weather out today. And I was like, I don't even care because I have the memories of this sex dream and I'm so, so happy. Oh, Steve said he bought his wife a TV for her bedroom 2 months into dating. That's so romantic. If a guy bought me a TV for my bedroom, I'd be like, let's lock it down. That's romance to me, okay? That's very nice. I love that. All right, let's get to you guys. Let's talk to Olivia. Hi, girl. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, Tinx. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for calling. What's going on?
So I'm calling because this past weekend, I got a little too drunk at a Christmas party that was open bar, and I still have the worst anxiety about it. I didn't do anything absolutely insane, but I'm still kind of sitting in the shame of it, and I was hoping if you had some tips to get over.
Yes. Okay.
These feelings.
It happens. Okay. You are a human being. Everybody gets too drunk at their Christmas party. Okay. Everybody gets too drunk once in a while. It's not a lifestyle. It was a fucking open bar. It happens to the best of us. It's happened to me 17,000 times, and you have to forgive yourself. Also, the best part is nothing bad even happened, okay? I have told this story before, but I had one time with this guy who I got set up with, and I was like so obsessed with him. And then he took me to the Gramercy Park Hotel back in the day, and we went to Rose Bar, and I got so obliterated, and he never spoke to me again after it. And like, even that, I forgave myself, because you know what? Shit happens. And especially at a Christmas party, especially it's end of year, you're exhausted, you're tired, it's an open bar. By the way, I'm 34. I still can't control myself around an open bar. I see free drinks, my eyes go like the Vegas like dollar signs. I'm like, how much can let me get my value for money? Forgive yourself. Nothing bad happened. It's not a pattern. It's a one-off. And your shame does nothing. You know, your shame does nothing. It just makes it worse, and it makes you feel like something really bad happened. I bet half of the people who went to this Christmas party feel the same way, by the way. It's a freaking Christmas party with open bar. Like, you have to forgive yourself. I promise you. There will be times in your life when you genuinely cock up and you're like, oh, damn, like I need to apologize, or I need to like reevaluate my choices or whatever. This ain't one of them. This ain't one of them. I promise you. I promise you. You're okay.
Thank you so much for saying that, because I've been, deep in the crash out of post-Christmas party, and I just really appreciate some words from our big sis.
No, the shame spiral is so real. I have had it. One time, this was the worst. You want to talk about fucking very dramatic Christmas party. When I was in my first year out of college, I was sleeping with, he wasn't per se my boss, but he wasn't like not in charge of me. And at the Christmas party, I remember like I was really drunk, and this other guy goes, do you actually think we don't know what's going on? And then I proceeded to get really drunk so I could just forget that happened. Like, that was a crash out moment. That was bad. You did nothing wrong. You're good. I promise.
Thank you, Tinx.
I love you. Forgive yourself.
Love you too.
Move on, girl. It's done. You move on. Love you. Guys, imagine all the people having that exact feeling today. So many. Also, like, let's be honest, tensions are pretty high in the world right now. You know, we're all just looking for a little bit of a release. And again, an open bar. I mean, I've blacked out at my friends' weddings before because it's a good open bar. It happens. It really happens. Okay, let's talk to Amy. What's up, Amy? How are you? Thanks for calling.
Hi, I'm so good. Really excited to chat today. I have my work's Christmas party, back to Christmas parties.
Love it. We're on theme.
This weekend. I know. It's that time of year. And I really want to hook up with a coworker. We've kind of had like an in-office flirtation for a while.
I love it.
But I'm not sure if the vibes are there, because we've texted like here and there. And I want to make it very clear. I do not want to date this man. Okay. I just want to have sex with him.
For sure. I love that.
And I've put it out there. Like, I got really drunk and I texted him, titties out, thinking of you.
Wait, I love that. What was the context of that?
Well, so I was in France, and I don't know, I've been single for a while, and I don't really like most people. And I asked my friend's husband, what should I text this man that I just want to hook up with, but I want him to know I don't want to like date him.
Right.
And he said, text him, titties out, thinking of you. And so I did. I texted him, titties out, thinking of you.
And what did he respond?
He was like, oh, I'm booking my flight to France right now.
Oh,
and
flirty.
he was like,
oh,
yeah,
great.
So flirty, but nothing ever came from that. And so I've just kind of been like, does he want to have sex with me? Does he not? And I like to put my dick on the table when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Love.
But I just am not sure if I should like, because this will be the first time we're outside of the office and seeing each other. And so I'm like, should I go for it, or is he not into it? I'm just not sure.
I definitely think you should go for it. I mean, you don't have to throw yourself at him, but I think you can be forward and make it known and go for it. I mean, he's probably shy. He probably thought you were being playful or whatever. And if you guys have never hung outside of the office, then it's really hard to gauge, right? It's really hard to gauge how someone feels when you're only in the office. So I say go for it. Be so flirty. I mean, you know, the party could be almost winding down, and you could be like, hey, you want to get out of here and grab another drink? Like, it's that simple. It's that simple.
Amazing.
Yeah. And you can even say it like, I don't know what time the party ends, but like even kind of halfway through, be like, oh, we should get a drink after this, and just see how he kind of vibes with that, and just do it. It's that simple. It's all you have to do is say, let's grab another drink after this, and then you can go from there. But do it, whatever. It's fun. Life is short. You know me. I'm all for everybody having a little bit more casual, safe sex, and I will die on this hill that the holidays are the best time of year to be single. Everybody disagrees with me. I think it's the most fun, romantic time. People are emboldened to just act on their, on their crushes and tell people how they feel. It's sexy, it's flirty, it's fun. Go for it, babe. What's the worst that can happen? He's going to say, no, I have to get up early to go to the gym tomorrow. Okay, fine. His loss. And then you keep it moving.
100%. Okay, great. Thank you. I just needed that extra push to just keep going for it.
Yeah, go for it. That. And please call us back or write us and tell us if you seal the deal.
Okay, perfect. Will do. Thank you so much.
Lots of love. Bye, babe.
Bye.
Oh, wow. I'm kind of sad. I'm not really going to any high holiday Christmas parties this year. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not invited, or maybe I'm a loser. I don't know. But like, I will say, and again, this is going to sound out of touch. I'm sorry. I will say there's nothing like an office Christmas party. It's a specific type of amazing party. This is like when I say I think working from home is not good for us, and everyone's like, shut the fuck up, you entitled influencer. You don't work in an office. You don't get it. I know. But I have to say, I miss working in an office, and one of the things that I miss about it is an office Christmas party, because everybody is just ready to fucking burst with tension. Everybody is ready to just kind of see their colleagues in the wild, and there's something about an office Christmas party that just makes you kind of feral in the best way. And it's like the mediocre open bar. You're kind of seeing your bosses. Maybe you get to see everybody's girlfriend and boyfriend they bring, and you're like, oh my God, I would have expected you to fuck this type of person, and now you're fucking this type of whatever. It's fun. I don't know. I don't care. It's fun. There's just something about it that I find really horny, to be honest with you. You want to know the best holiday parties? My millennials will know this. The millennial tech holiday parties from like 2013 to 2018, those were some fucking good parties. I went to the Google holiday party once, actually with Lucas. It was like right when we first met, and he took me like as his date. And he got so sick, you guys. I don't know if I've ever told this story before. So we met in San Francisco, obviously. And, we were kind of going on dates, seeing each other casually, whatever. And he took me to his Google holiday party. He was so sick. He had like dengue fever or something. I almost took him to the fucking emergency room. And I was so sad because I like really wanted to stay at this party. And I was like, great, now I have to take this guy home and like take care of him, make sure he doesn't die. But I did. Don't worry. I'm not an evil bitch. But God, those parties were good. They were like, they would rent out these huge places. They would have the best alcohol. The money was flowing. Life was good. It was pre-COVID. It was just, we still had Obama. Like it was really happy time. We listened to good music. It was like they would play the Chainsmokers. Like nothing was complicated. I wore like a fake Hervé Leger bandage dress. Like life was so fucking good, you guys. I digress. Anyway, I miss an office Christmas party. I actually love that movie too with Jennifer Aniston. I think it's called Office Christmas Party. It's so funny. I really love that movie. It's really funny and underrated. Okay, let's chat with Lainey. What's up, Lainey? How are you?
Hi, Tinx. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on, girl?
So this is like a little bit of a turn from the Christmas parties,
Great.
but I'm going home for the holidays. I live in Denver, and my dad is getting remarried in March. And this is like not like it's kind of a recent relationship. It's his first relationship since my mom passed away 2 years ago, and I have two sisters, and he's really just kind of been like forcing this woman down our throats rather than letting us come to her and like establish a situation, or like just like, because I obviously want my dad to be happy, but it's just kind of a lot, and he's just not even like giving us really any grace. And just I'm looking kind of for a shift, and also for how to approach it moving forward in the holidays while like protecting my boundaries, but also still, being there with my dad.
Yeah. Firstly, I'm so sorry about your mom. I'm thinking about you. That's really, really tough. And secondly, look, I think two things can be true at the same time. You can want your dad to be happy, but you can be altogether not ready to have another person in that role in your life, and you certainly can be ready to not have it forced down your throat. Have you communicated this to him? Have you talked to him and said, oh, like when you did this, it kind of made me feel a bit like ambushed, or it was kind of a lot. Like, have you said anything to him?
Yeah. So the last time I was home with him, I did say something, and he said that he would, slow down and like take it easy. And then he set a wedding date for 5 months later on the same day as one of my best friend's weddings. So
what?
Yeah. So that was just like, okay, so you aren't hearing me when I say like, can you please just like cool it? But so my grandma, my maternal grandmother, and all of my mom's best friends are like, go to your friend's wedding. So I think I'm going to, because I already made that commitment.
You made the commitment. I mean, look, your dad, like, everybody grieves in their own way, and who am I to say what his headspace is? But he could be like just he could be kind of like in a zone where he's trying to protect his own grief, and grief does weird things to us. Okay, it can make people selfish, it can make people have tunnel vision, it can make people rush things. Again, who am I to say this about your dad? I don't know him, but like, I'm just trying to give you, while I completely think your feelings are valid, I'm just trying to think about what could be going on with him. And I do, by the way, think you should go to your best friend's wedding for sure. So in terms of this Christmas, I mean, I wonder whether it's worth a text ahead of going home and just saying, hey dad, like super excited, or call, I don't know what vibe you have with him, and just say, hey, I'm super excited to spend the holidays with you. This is a really difficult time for me, re-grief. So I would appreciate we all just tread a bit lightly with each other, and just keep in mind that everybody grieves in their own way. And for me, the aggressive, I don't want to phrase it at all negatively. I would say like the abundant presence of whatever her name is kind of brings up a lot of stuff for me. So please just keep that in mind. I think that's like the most gentle way you can say it, because obviously he's in a bit of a kind of a selfish spiral. So I think the more you kind of make it about your feelings and your grief and, where you're at, hopefully that appeals to his sense of fatherhood and caring and whatnot. And then, like you said, if that doesn't work and you're having a moment where you're like, I just can't be around this woman, like I just need a minute, feel free to set those boundaries. Feel free to say, you know what, guys, I'm going to skip family dinner. I'm going to go see some friends tonight. Feel free to stay in your room, take the walks, set the boundaries. It's not an ideal situation, and I completely appreciate that, but you have to kind of protect your peace, because otherwise you're going to explode.
I appreciate that. Yeah. And like that shift about thinking about like, sorry, I'm using your lingo. I love it.
No, I love it. Yeah.
But like thinking about it, like my dad's like, yeah, you're right. Like everyone processes things differently. And like, I think he doesn't really understand that too. So I think that that's good to just like bring up in that text, but I appreciate it. That this is very helpful.
Yeah, of course. Good luck. Lots of love. I'm thinking about you. And just make sure to take care of yourself and protect yourself this season.
I will. Thank you. Happy holidays.
Lots of love. Happy holidays. Bye, babe. Oh, wow. My heart goes out to her. That's really difficult. And I'm sure that the dad is just like completely beside himself with grief, and has found someone who makes him feel a bit happy and has a bit of joy. And he's just like tunnel vision. Like, I need to marry this person. I need to hold on to this feeling because it's, helping me get over, the passing of my wife. So everybody's got their shit. All right, we have to take a super quick break. I'm going to be right back after this. So if you're on the line, stay on the line. I'll be right back.